All right, so this is the second streaming review I'm going to be reviewing. I just made myself redundant. And that is Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night was another streaming presentation that I was really excited for, and I was very interested to see how it would play out. Yeah, Werewolf by Night was something that was announced a while ago, and I thought it would be pretty cool to talk about. I thought it was kind of interesting, and the more trailers we got, especially the one trailer we got for D23, I was like, yeah, this should be cool. Like, this should be legit awesome. And even though it's only under an hour, I thought it was pretty good. First and foremost, I really think Michael Michael, I cannot pronounce that last name, but he's mostly known for being the composer, for a music composer. This is his first time directing. This is his first time doing like a big special direct, like a big movie directing, even though it's under an hour. He's best known, most of you guys would know him best as the composer for The Mandalorian, and also did some stuff for Star Wars. I honestly think this dude's probably going to get some calls from Universal Studios to do like one of their Universal monsters. I think Michael's going to be getting, I think Chicano is going, I cannot pronounce that last name, Giancarlo is going to be getting some legit calls in the near future from Universal Studios going, hey Mike, Lee Winnell left us for the left our Wolfman project. You want to do it? Because this movie is a legit love letter to Universal monsters, and as you guys can see, I am kind of a big fan of the Universal monsters. So to see this and see it play out as well as it does is nothing short of awesome. I think it's really cool. I really do think this is a really nice story. I think this is a really cool idea on the grounds of not just the editing and the shadows and the cinematography and also, like, if you'll really notice, you'll see like there's bits and pieces of like film grain and like little statics here and there. So it's those little touches that I really appreciated, and being a big Universal monster fan, so I was very much impressed by that. Also, speaking of little things that I was going to mention, I really also appreciate there's a quick look and you miss it of the Wendigo. There's a quick blink and you miss it in this series where you see the Wendigo, and I really like that. I really like that moment of, oh shit, that's the Wendigo. So it was cool to see him, and you know, it'd be kind of nice to see him in the MCU. Like, that was a neat little thing. And I do also think that this is going to be a nice thing going forward for not just Werewolf by Night, but also for other Marvel characters who could probably get special presentations on their own. I really do think this is them experimenting with characters that could get like little movies here and there and show up in other parts of the MCU. Kevin Feige did say that this isn't going to be a one-off. These characters, Elsa Bloodstone, Werewolf by Night, and the other characters that showed up are going to be playing bigger roles in the near future. There are a lot of characters I think could work not just in Supernatural, but Marvel's in general. I would do a whole list, but actually someone asked me to do as a Patreon to talk about other characters I could see getting specials. So that'll be a video for another time. But I do think this is a neat thing to really play with. I do think this is a pretty neat idea to play with. Also, this is probably the goriest werewolf movie. Not werewolf movie, I've seen gorier. But this is the goriest Marvel movie. This is the most violent Marvel movie I have ever seen. And yeah, it's pretty tame compared to other like movies where I've seen like a lot more blood and gore. But when we're talking like Marvel, this is probably the most violent Marvel movie I have seen in a while. Like, this is a pretty violent Marvel movie, I gotta tell you guys. It's a very just straight up savage film. It is a bloodbath of a movie, and I really did like it. I really did appreciate how much just violence and it was in here. And it's not like overt, but it is pretty like, holy shit, they just showed that on screen on a Marvel show. Like, Disney let them do that. Like, there are kills, while they're not like overly impressive, you're still thinking, holy shit, Disney let them do that, of like someone getting mauled or someone getting just a sword to the face, shit like that. a few people got straight up Mortal Kombat finished in here. So that was pretty neat. I also like the mix of CGI with practical effects. I think I've never been the one to be like, oh fuck CGI. If you can do CGI well, then it's great, and especially if you can marriage it with with practical effects like this special does, then I am all for more of something of that nature. I think there's some great moments in here with CGI. There is some funny moments here and there, but they're not like overwhelming. This was more of a darker, serious story. And yeah, ManThing's here. They call him Ted. They actually refer to his real name. I thought that was very adorable. It is nice to see ManThing again after his R-rated movie, which is awful. It's awful, but I love it. It was like it's pretty fun to see ManThing again, and he looks a lot better. He definitely looks way better than in his original movie. The werewolf, Jack Russell's werewolf design is pretty cool. The face painting I could do without. I could really do without the face painting, but it is, and I'm pretty sure the director did this on purpose, is that he looks very much like Lon Chaney's Wolfman. So I really appreciate that. It really does feel like something Jack Pierce would create for Lon Chaney. So I was very impressed by that. All in all, this was pretty fun. I really hope we get in the future more Marvel characters getting presentations and showing up in other stuff. And I'm really hoping we get the Legion of Monsters in the future. I hope this is building to the Legion of Monsters in some capacity. I know they can't use Morbius, but they could replace him with Dracula's daughter. That'd be pretty cool. Or Satana. Yeah, Satana would be... Or even better... Satana. Not Zatanna. Satana. Or you could replace... you could use Damien Hellstorm. Yeah, actually bring back Hellstorm. And do it right. I know MCU tried to do this and it failed horribly on Hulu. So maybe the actual Damien Hellstorm would be cool. You could bring in the Living Mummy. He'd be cool on here. Maybe even Hannibal King. I was kind of also hoping for a Blade reference, actually. I was kind of hoping for a reference to Blade in here in some capacity, but, oh well. Anyway, so there you go, guys. I know it's not a big review, but it was definitely like like a nice hour of a nice movie. I wish we got more Werewolf, though, and I wish this was just a little bit longer. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Werewolf by Night? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. If you haven't already, hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon for exclusive content. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. See you next time in the Multiverse.